Hey guys, if you like to party and the stock block is what you're trying to go fast on, we have a new brand for you here, Stock Block the World. Go to the link in the video and support us. It should eventually lead to t-shirts, hoodies, and other apparel. What's up guys? Another Tuesday night here. So tonight we are back on the bodywork stuff. As you can see, there's a hole here that needs to be filled. You know, John had filled that one before the car was ever out last time, like way before. It sucks. So, but we used to run the handles and stuff in these doors, and so we had to have the holes, and now we don't need that anymore. So what we're going to do is fill this hole right here. So you can tell we got some old fiberglass there, some fiberglass doors off of a customer's vehicle, like just the stuff we cut out, and we're going to use that to kind of help fill the hole. That way you don't have to pound so much filler and stuff in there. So you can see we cut our pieces out, and we went from the back side on the keyhole, and then just put the other piece inside where the door handle was. Stuff is called kitty hair, I believe, and John said it's good for bonding, stuff like that. And it's a lot harder, so it is more aggressive to sand, but once you get it sanded down, you go over it again, I guess, with the skim, and that will smooth out and look like that one does. What is up guys? It is New Year's Eve. Spent the whole week so far cleaning the shop, and definitely one of the, we do it once a year, definitely one of the better things to do, and it's great as far as getting stuff out. It's also boring because I really would rather do more productive things, which I guess it is productive, but just definitely don't make money doing it. But anyway, so today what I'm doing, and what I've already kind of started at, was we're going to basically end up mounting the, let me see if I can see this here, the carbon for the relay and wiring panel over here. So it's going to be there. It's about the best spot we could fit, because over here is just so small. So we're going to put that there, and also, I'm going to get the ignition box support welded in. I got these guys from Tin Soldier Race Car. The scallops is what we used for a lot of the floor stuff as well. So I got to cut those to fit also. So that's what I'm about to do. So let's make this happen. As you guys saw, I got the scallops welded in, a little bit different welding pattern just because the number of mounting holes. Once again, these are the pieces from Tin Soldiers. I ordered these back when we were finishing the car a few months back, and they must have two different options because I unknowingly ordered these, but the ones that are solid, I like them better just because when you go to do your cut, you can just like say you're trying to cut one short, which is common. On these right here, you can't do it like that without having a big gap, so you just kind of got to shape your end on the piece, and it just doesn't match. But if you have them the solid pieces, you can just mark the line straight down and cut it to fit, and it looks like it was cut out on the plasma table that way. And as some of you probably saw, let me find it here, I used this tube clamp to help hold the scallop on there. Piece came from Northern Tool, super handy for stuff like that. So that's good now, and they're like sometimes you usually got to tweak them a little bit as far as like getting as vertical as you want. But I did my best to center up on the pipe where I wanted it. And then this bar has a little bend in it from where it was made to clear the frame. But it's so minute I don't think it matters. And the carbon should bend around it pretty well without cracking. Just hit my head and it hurt. Also, got the spark mount. FT spark mount welded in there, so I'm gonna bolt that up real quick just so I feel accomplished for the evening. Alright, check it out. FT spark box is mounted to the new mount, so my day is officially productive. Happy New Year's, guys. Alright, so here we are working on the race car again. Just talking to John, he thought we should put a support in for the carbon board that'll go right here since it is kind of thin. So what I did was I took a spare piece I had, scrap piece, and I cut two sections out of it because even as a whole piece was going to require a lot of notching to get around that. Honestly, just more work and probably look uglier. So as you can tell, I'm using the other piece for now to get it leveled right, since it's going to be on that way it won't hopefully flex the carbon too much and crack it. So that's going to go there. There's going to be another one up here, and from there we should be good to go. I keep not looking through the camera, and then when I do that, I tend to not take the camera where I'm looking with my eyes and talking about, so I apologize. So as you can see, both those are welded in, pretty true. Took a little bit longer to get the top one in. The way I had to cut it ended up being just a little long. I had to trim it down, and it was a pain and took a while, but whatever. It's in there now. So now what I'm going to do is take some poster board, and I'm going to make a template of this, so that way I can try to get it right the first time, since this stuff costs way too much to mess up. So you guys see some of my template, kind of see how I had cut it out and trimmed it out in the car. The reason I went around all the mounting holes was because I planned to measure down, of course, and leave enough flange to bolt through on the back side of the carbon here. But that's quick idea I have for a template. Looks like it should work pretty good. I had to run off for a minute and get a piece of tubing to circle around for the little notch right there. So now I need to pull this back off and then add some width to the flange of it, and then I'll test fit it again. So here's the template, guys. I'll need to extend it just a little bit here. Like, it's not the same distance from there to there as it is from there, but I'll fix that when I get it drawn out. But so I guess now is just a big moment to lay it out here on the sheet of carbon fiber and get to cutting. Here we are, guys, the moment of truth. I got it traced out, got my black line here. I used the blue to help just kind of give me something that will follow a little bit easier. Because it'll be a little nerve-wracking, I'm sure. And I'm going to use that electronic cutting wheel there and just kind of follow along that and see if I can make something decent. Alright guys, it's cut out. I am covered in crap. I didn't wear the mask. I took it off because it kept fogging my glasses up. And I think lungs are cheaper than this stuff. So now we're going to go over here and see how it fits. Morning guys. Favorite day of the week, Saturday. So as you saw yesterday, sorry I'm trying to get this light on. We got the piece of carbon cut out. Here it is kind of taped in place. This will be the prettier side, so it's going to be out this way. So I left the cover on for now till I got it kind of taped in here. I need to just kind of tweak it a little bit as far as trimming some stuff, and then I'll get it clecoed in place. And also, that's a little excessive, so that's going to come off right there some. But so that's where I'm at today. So let's get started. All right, here we go, guys. Still got the covering on it, but I think it's gonna look pretty good. Got it clecoed in there. I need to trim the upper edge some because I was definitely not well balanced and the cord kept getting caught while I was doing that. But digging it. So on to the next part. Update, guys. I didn't record everything else. It was long and drawn out between customer drop-offs and the chit chat that usually goes along with that, and lunch and thinking and stuff. So got the Maven bulkhead mounted. Can't wait to be able to use this guy. I would like to think I wouldn't pull the engine out again, but that's not likely. But you can tell, easy as that. And once you get it lined back up, which I didn't do, it pops right on. Got the EGT4 mounted. I'll probably put some kind of insulator behind it, like this right here. This one came with those types of mounts, so I'll probably try to find something similar and do that again because I just like that. I put a, we had a grommet here forever. It does have torn in half because of so much pressure on this, because of that thick guy. So put a grommet there, a bigger one, and then we got one for each bank of coils. You can see here they're labeled alphabetically, and we'll put those in order for how they should go once we get the coil placement figured out and get those ran. On the inside, the wiring has still got a long way to go. I'll put my flashlight up, so bear with me here. You can see it's kind of got everything just ran through. There's a lot of stuff obviously that won't be getting used, cut down. The plan though is we are going to run all the wiring to the carbon board here, and it'll be accessible on this side. And what we're going to do is go ahead and run all the inputs and everything and only use what's necessary. That way later when we add an input, it's as simple as plumbing it here, and then of course give it the necessary power and ground, or depending on how the sensor works. The EGT4 wiring's coming through there like you saw from the outside. This is the FT Spark wiring there. There's a lot of stuff obviously got to be cleaned up, long ways to go, but it is still a little bit of something. Obviously if you don't buy the lead harness and you just pin it all yourself, it will of course be a little more cut to fit, and this is still going to be trimmed how we need it, but there's certain things that can be shortened up if you just don't buy the lead harness. So that's where we're at. We'll go home, we'll go over some paperwork and figure out on the wiring and kind of think how I want to do things, and then I will be hopefully ready to start getting some wires ran. Don't want to do this again. I want to do it right, so I'm thinking about it a lot and usually I don't put that much thought into stuff, but I'm just trying to make myself take my time on this one. Alright guys, so the other night came back in after assembling the short block. Got the wires ran to their general area. You know, these are the extra inputs and outputs. Those are the current assigned ones. All this stuff up here will be going through the bulkhead, and this right here is some stuff that will be running inside the car. And then there'll still be a few extra things like 12-volt source and things that'll go through the bulkhead too. But that's kind of where we're at. Like these right here are all the extra injector outputs. Don't really need those, so I'll probably end up depinning those. Same thing. This is extra off of the. Actually, I'm sorry, that's not extra. That goes to the FT Spark. That goes to the FT Spark. There's a couple extra wires off the wideband. I think there's one that was extra too. But that's what we got. So time just to make some more progress on this. So a few hours later, some progress has been made. What I did was, for now, I got the wiring ran to the bulkhead. There's still some more to run through there, as far as like the 12 volt and some grounds and stuff. But that's all the inputs that'll be out there, crank cam, outputs that'll be out there as well. You know, obviously it's going to come through right here, and then I will terminate that end. And you know, still got all my stuff labeled, and all these wires are labeled with numbers and stuff too, so that way I can match it up better. But super meticulous. That's why this stuff costs a lot, because it takes a lot of time. It's like it's like anything custom with cars, with fabrication. I'm sure other things too, but fabrication or wiring, it just takes forever to do it. Still got a long ways to go, but glad to sit down tonight and knock a big chunk out. Alright guys, it's Saturday evening. Been working all day between this car and helping Sammy do some fab work on his. He helped a ton on getting the car ready for the first race at Shady Side. So, you know, the least I can do is weld some piping up and whatnot for him. Anyways, this is where we're at. Still got a lot to go, but making progress. I don't know if I need that many relays, but I just kind of ran them out there because since they all interlock, just to have them together. You know, you get the solid state relay, you get the terminal strips, the inputs, outputs, and that'll be what gets power from that, from the post there. Sorry, I'm kind of tired and stupid right now. But anyway, it's all kind of running along right there. This will all get loomed up, of course. See, I cut this out back here so that the wire can clear through, and did a lot more pinning on this this bulkhead here too. Still coming along, still cleaning it up, but it is getting there. I would have got a lot of ends terminated for the terminal strips, but it looks like I need to get a few pieces for that. So I just did what I could. I really need to get the engine in the car to do the engine side of it. I'll probably put a mock-up on it too. If it comes down to it, I will, but I still got a little bit of time. You know, I talked to Jamie the other day from Enemies Racing Australia. He's got our, he's starting on the head gaskets. So once we get those in and need to head from the machine shop, we should be ready to get the long block back together. The BTR has a new shaft rocker deal we plan to switch to if it's done in time. So that'd be cool too, just to go ahead and do it. So you're crossing our fingers there to actually be done. They had some issues with, I believe they had some adenizing issues. The plant messed some stuff up. But anyway, so that's where we're at. Things moving on a little slower than I want at the moment, because this is what happens sometimes. We are very fortunate. We're still super busy, probably the busiest first 2 weeks in a year ever for the shop. And there's just no real free time, and if I come in the mornings usually it's to get started, or if I come in early it's to get started on customer stuff, and if I stay late it's doing paperwork or messing with customer stuff, since that is what enables all of this in the long run. That's where I'm at. So I just want to give you guys an update. I hope to make some more progress Tuesday night, and we'll just keep going from there. Saturday update for you guys. I've been adding bars to Sammy's car, and in trade-off he's been sanding on this thing, and he's got outside at the moment, blow it off because obviously it's covered in crap, trying to get it ready for primer. But yeah, hasn't been outside in a couple months, so going to get, I guess it's been only a month and a half, but he's gonna blow that crap off. walking back in here. Like I said, in trade-off, I've been putting some bars in his. With a 6 point, so just making it a 10 point, so his wife feels safer. About him in there. So, hopefully this sound's getting primer tonight, and we'll keep on going. Another update here. We have turned the dyno room into a paint room. We got everything covered up, and Sammy's trimming stuff off now. So that way he can, try to avoid overspray. But what's good about this room is we can shut that door if necessary, and of course it's got a little vent in it, so little things will help, but it's coming along. Alright guys, so Sammy is starting to spray. John had some white primer he had bought, so we had that already here. Had to run and get some reducer. I don't know anything about that, but Sammy's painted a lot of cars in his life, and thankfully he's helping out on this one. Just to see it become in one color, even if it's slowly, looks great. I can't argue, white doesn't look bad either. But there's so many white ones already. And yes, if you're wondering, it's probably very toxic in this room right now. He just started over there, so he's got a good bit of spray, got to do a few coats. But, no big deal, it's getting there. So I will update you guys soon. First coat, guys. I'm going to let it set up for about another 15 or so minutes and go at it with number 2. Check it out, guys. Sammy got the final coat on. And here you go. He's going to let it sit for a little bit longer, and then we'll move it out and get the actual front end painted. But it looks good white. Like I said earlier, it looks great. There's just so many white ones already. So but if something were to happen and we can't get it painted in time, it'll look slick white. But I hope we'll be good. But yeah, stoked about it. Definitely awesome to see. I'll go home, guys. Front end looking slick. Sammy got that sprayed down. Obviously the car is gonna get wet sanded and everything. I gotta get some pictures once it's all done. Send them to the other place that's doing the rest of the work. Make sure they still got time to squeeze me in. Here's the car with the trim on, with the trunk on. Looking great, it really is. Super happy, super glad Sam put that work in. Yeah, I told him usually when I do cage work, I don't really trade out for that, but I help friends sometimes, and I usually probably get the short end of the stick, but comes to doing body work, I'd rather do cage work all day. But there we go. Once again, excited about that. It's been a long day, and I'm super glad that I didn't have to do the body work. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.